Hi, I wanted to do a food forest tour. Kind of just starting all this. We're in zone Florida 9, so we're in Florida, zone 9B 10A, kind of right on the border on the East Coast. And yeah, just started collecting just over a year ago in June, and we've been adding things to the yard ever since. So let me show you what we've done so far. Oh, hey little guy. Oh no, where'd you go? I lost him. Where'd he go? He was such a pretty snake. Okay, oh well. Alright, we have our starfruit. So I've got some big, beautiful starfruit on here. And we've bagged them, and I think that helps a lot from the critters getting them. I had just checked that other one recently, so it's off. So that's my starfruit, and we're gonna look up how to get it trimmed down a little bit so it doesn't grow out of control and stays nice and able to be reached. This is a mojo tree, and it is beautiful. It does not produce fruit, but it's just very pretty. We recently put that in. All right, so this bed was kind of here when we moved in about 3 years ago. We've got beautiful beauty berries on the list to make some jam going. This was given to me, Leaf of Life. So that's supposed to have some great medicinal qualities. Big pine was tiny little thing when we moved in. My firebush brings in tons of nice pollinators. And this sugar apple is finally growing and looking happy. It was such a sad little thing for so long. So that is something we've added. This is a plum that was given to us, and it is growing sideways, but it's getting big and happy. So that's fantastic. I'm not really sure which plum variety it is. We put in a lychee tree, and I love the little V shape on this. And it fruited, but then all the fruit fell off. But we'll get there. Cranberry hibiscus. So we have a gopher tortoise that lives just behind there, and he loves cranberry hibiscus. He is eating it and eating it. Okay, next, this area. So this is kind of our new extension off of the front area we kind of added to that already existed. We put up a little bit of invisible fencing to try to put a lot of edibles in there. Like the gopher tortoise is, you know, he likes to eat the same things we're eating. So I'm putting definitely some stuff on the outside for him, and then some other stuff until they get big enough. We need to keep him from chomping on it. So this one I got at the Palm Beach Rare Fruit Festival in say it was March, and it's a berry jam tree. It's looking good. Haven't seen any fruit off that. Here's our little sweet almond bush. Smells delicious. Our loquat doesn't look happy. I don't know if it's getting too much sun here in this spot, but the loquat does not look happy. It's trying to fruit and make flower, but I don't know. Not banking on getting any fruit. All right, here is this guy. I cannot say the name, so here you go. That is supposed to make a very fun, tasty little fruit. And our ever-bearing mulberry, just wonderful. I can't wait for it to get big enough that the birds and I can both get some, because they tend to beat me to it. One lonely little blueberry here. He's got more friends coming. We've got, as I step on all those little baby seedlings, we've got sugar cane coming up, and then I've planted a little tomato there. Hopefully maybe it can use the sugar cane to stand up straight. We'll see. Just experimenting. Everything's experimenting. Cherry of the Rio Grande. A flower we moved that's now dead. Yeah, so, and I just picked up a whole bunch of stuff from today's rare fruit. Today's went down to Palm Beach Gardens to the Palm Beach Rare Fruit Council's large indoor fruit sale, and I picked up a lot of plants. So it's going to be interesting on figuring out where we can put them in. Okay, back to the forest. All right, so jaboticaba in there. Throw in an aloe, a chamomile bush, chamomile tea bush. Didn't make it, dead. This is a grumachama cherry, and this is a beautiful, cool wild flower bush thing. I don't know what it's called, but it just pops up in my yard all the time, so I pick it up, move it around. We have, okay, well, it's growing on here, but it's beautiful. Little butterfly pea? Butterfly pea, yes. So butterfly pea is finally vining. Move that out of the way. So that's nice and pretty. No passion fruit flowers to show you. They were just all blooming. We had passion fruit flowers all throughout here. But does not look like there's any fruit. Okay. Passion fruit vine. Whoop. All right, we had a purple. This is a yellow. We had a purple here, which gave us a ton of purple passion fruit. But we trimmed back the tree and it died. Sad. Here is a noni. And noni is supposed to also have a lot of medicinal qualities when eating the fruit. A collard that is still there from last year. Probably doesn't taste good, but it's still there from last winter. Large leaf oregano growing everywhere. Wild impatiens that just pop up. Love, 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 love to just watch what pops up in the yard. All right, headed to the front area. So we have a jaboticaba in each side of the garage. Later learning that they might be better in pots, so I have 3 more in the backyard in pots. All right, the strawberry tree. Yay, I'm the only one that loves this tree. My husband does not like it as much, and the children do not like it, but I love it. Tastes like little bursts of cotton candy to me. All right, here's my replacement purple passion fruit that I need to maybe build it a trellis. There's all my trees I just got from the tree sale today. All right, up in the front here, we have some dragon fruit. Might be too shady, so we'll just see how it goes. This is the white variety. And he is just climbing up, 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 up. So if it's too shady, I guess we'll just take a clipping from it and do it somewhere else. Plumeria, another firebush. That was here, that's why it's so big. All right, so we planted a black sapote. It's looking happy and getting bigger. I have tried to seed flowers here several times. I don't know what's happening. Eggplant is growing. I have not gotten any eggplants yet. I think we're possibly just coming into season. We'll see. A little struggling moringa. Another plum that was given to me, so I'm not quite sure which variety it is, but it is sweet and happy. Moringa here. The bumblebees are usually always on here. It's flowering. And here's a pod just hanging out. Must have fell. I took a bunch off and put it inside, but there they are. All right, we're gonna pause and head to the backyard. Okay, we have a Tice mulberry we have put here, and it is probably gonna get pretty large. We're just gonna do our best to trim it, and I think they say a lot of the mulberries will grow mulberries on the new growth. So I think it might be good to get some good arms going on it and then just keep trimming. So that is our Tice mulberry. And this was just, I threw some 15 bean soup in there, and then I also threw a gourd in here. I forget its first technical name, but baseball gourd, I know it might be its nickname. So yay, I've got my first gourd, and look, here's another little one coming. Yay, go little buddy, go. I might have to give it another different trellis next time when I seed it, but this is working for now. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. All these, oh, look at that. Somebody's been eating it. But just tons of Barbados cherries. They are delicious. It's supposed to be 10 times more vitamin C in those than in orange. So that is nice and happy, getting pretty tall. We need to, I just wish it, look at all that growth that's so wide on the top. I need it to somehow try to do it on the bottom. I don't know if I'm trimming it wrong or what's happening here. But we'll work on that. Once all these cherries come, then we'll work on trimming that. I love this little area of the house. It's just like the little shade tunnel where the sea grapes are coming over and making an arch, and there's a beautiful oak over here. And it's always like 5 to 10 degrees cooler right here. And then this is a super fun, beautiful oak. And we propagated a root beer plant from the backyard, moved a little clipping here. Just trying to get as many things in the ground as possible. All right, here is one of our first garden beds, and it's high noon, so the sweet potatoes are a little sad. They're doing their thing where they're conserving energy. So this bed had okra last summer. It was beautiful. But all the okra did not make it in here, so I don't know if I just didn't am in the soil enough, or I'm having issues with roly-poly bugs. So this is where we were just putting some vegetables. But right now I've seeded it with a bunch of flowers. So I want big, beautiful flowers to come over, because this is what I look out right outside the kitchen window. These trellises, I have to re-string some string on it. I grew some loofah over the summer on here. All right, we had a volunteer papaya come up that came with the Turk's Cap hibiscus, which is large and gangly right now. So we probably need to cut everything back. But the papaya is super fun. It's just hanging out here, and it looks like a male papaya. We probably won't ever get papayas off of here. Pretty sure that's how it works. But super cool. Look at all that. Beautiful. All right. Oh, here's one of my jaboticabas that the bleeding heart vine is taking over. So there's a jaboticaba in there. I need to cut this bleeding heart back. Everything wants to lean this way. The wind is constantly coming from this direction. And a volunteer beautyberry has popped up in here. All right, so this is a huge guava tree. It was here when we moved in. So it is beautiful. We'd love to trim up the bottom so you can see the big, the beautiful bark under there. Down here we've had gingers and turmerics planted all throughout under here in the summer shade. Our coffee plants, Monstera, more gingers, turmeric, shampoo ginger, which has not produced any flower yet. On this side we have, you know, my whole backyard's a little bit of a slope, so we have right off the deck a little blueberry area here, and then another large papaya. Probably do that from a different angle. All right, here is our root beer plant. So if you love licorice, this tastes like black licorice. But it's fun to smell. Never tried to make a drink out of it, but it's here. It's neat. Here is I believe it's like a tangelo or a tangerine that a neighbor had given us. So we transplanted that here, and it is making some fruit. Here is my sorrel plant, roselle. It's heavy. I need to take the calyx off. I had already done it once and dried out the leaves for tea, but now I want to try to make cranberry sauce. So here they are. It was nice and beautiful when it was bushy looking, and now it's fallen over. So we have a pomegranate, a little seedling that was given to me. Down there's a little egg fruit tree. He'll grow up. He'll get bigger. Tree spinach, chaya. Here is our banana pit. The bananas are happy. So we tried to make like a little guild here of different things. Half of this milkweed is dying over there. I don't know. Not real sure. Love, love, love the African basil. African blue basil, I think is what it's called. It's wonderful. The bees are usually all over that. And then once it starts to fall over a little bit like this, I cut it way back, and then it just comes back. And love that plant. Smells delicious. I had threw some sweet potato clippings that were over in that bed that got, they were growing out of the bed and across the yard. So I clipped the clippings and then threw them over here, and didn't think about it, but they rooted themselves. So now we have sweet potatoes kind of vining throughout here. Here's our edible cactus, prickly pear. Alright, so 3 different banana varieties here. Dwarf Namois, there's an Okinawa, and a Mysore. So hopefully, I think these are well over a year now, the Dwarf Namois. So we should be getting some bananas here shortly off of that. Some more pollinator plants. This is a butterfly keeps flying around. This is a peanut butter tree. So the little fruit tastes like peanuts. Here is our mulberry, and something is eating on the leaves, but now I see the wasps are here, so hopefully they're eating the something that's eating all the leaves. Alright, and this mulberry, I took just a clipping from the neighbor's yard, our previous neighbor's yard, and it's big, beautiful tree now. So that was super fun to experiment with that. Transplanted some Mexican sunflower from a friend's yard. It's dying, but hopefully it'll seed itself or something, because I keep trying to seed Mexican sunflower without luck. Okay, so we have a jujube. That is sad. This poor little tree. I have moved 3 times. Hopefully now this is its forever spot and it can bounce back. But as soon as we get some more mulch, this is going to wrap out and extend further. So eventually it will include the mango. So the whole area will come out, wrap around, and we're going to fill in this whole area, which is probably where a lot of the plants that I just brought home are going to wind up. All right, as we hit the other side of the yard, here is our elderberry bush. So it's growing happy. We actually just took some clippings, stuck them in the ground over here, and they're doing well. There's our rainbow eucalyptus tree. The bark isn't super colorful yet. Come on camera, we're in the shade. Let's see if we can do it. I mean, you see the greens and the reds. Some of it's there, but next summer I think it'll be nice and bright. That even looks a little purple. Okay, growing up this oak because it just seemed like a natural dragon fruit trellis. So this is a pink variety that we had picked up a little clipping from, and it has taken off. All right, so up here, gosh, I don't know where to start in this area. All right, here is a little garden bed area that we have our vegetables in. So I've seeded a bunch of peppers and tomatoes all throughout this area. And in the winter, the neighbor's hedge shades, in the house shades this area, so everything is super slow growing throughout the winter. So I've added other areas that we're putting vegetables in just to experiment and see the difference. So on this side of the hill, I just pulled out some zinnia. There they are, dead zinnia. Hi, dead zinnia, but it's reseeded itself, and we're about to get some more zinnias because I had the zinnias up there in the bed, but I'm going to put some vegetables up in there. I really love to put cabbage on each side. So I'm pretty happy that they've reseeded themselves down here a little bit. And then our Seminole pumpkin is sprawling along here, and this Seminole pumpkin is well over a year old. So it just keeps shooting up little new sprouts. There's one pumpkin, so hopefully it'll get some more. Another sweet almond bush, coconut palms, and then all along the edge here are pineapple guava and eggplant. There too, I've got a pepper, and I'm going to put all the brassicas throughout here. I'm going to leave the sweet potatoes over there because I just love it. It's beautiful, and I love the flowers that come up. And then here we had black-eyed peas for the summer, and we've got 2 mason jars, large mason jars full of black-eyed peas. So I've got to compost all this, and this is where I'm just gonna succession seed some brassicas. All right, so back down. Becky, leave the turtle alone. Becky, leave the turtle alone. He's going to get water. All right, so here's another little area that we've kind of put a lot of stuff in. Sunflower. I'm sorry, I cannot remember names of flowers. Here is a thornless blackberry bush that is growing everywhere. We have an avocado. Uh-oh. We let an okra get too big. It's okay, we can pickle that one. So we've got our okra plants. And then here's another okra right next to it. That is tiny. Planted the exact same time. Not sure. Blackberry. This is, I believe, like a wild amaranth that pops up. I don't know, just leaving it there. Blackberry bush. This is from the bird seed. See, we had a bird feeder there. Then I stopped filling that and realized the birds are now coming and eating the bugs from under the Seminole pumpkin. So I don't know if I should have the bird feeder there or keep with it. Would they'll eat the bugs out of the yard. I'm not sure, but they love to fly into this thing and come. Becky, come here. Leave the turtle alone. Come here. Come here. Hey guy, what are you doing? I'm sorry the doggy's bothering you. Go get water. Go get water. Hey, leave him alone. Stop. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Stop. Okay. Cassava. Thrown in here. Alright, we've got more sugarcane popping up. See them there? And here's one. I kept stepping on it, so I covered it. Longevity spinach, which I had that cover on here because the bunnies were devouring it. So finally it's big enough that it's going to live and survive with the bunnies eating a ton of it. You can see there, they've eaten a ton. All right, another ever-bearing mulberry tree here. This beautiful flower keeps going. Okay, sorry, I missed some. Another papaya, another variety of avocado. This one's just beautiful. I mean, he's in good shape, he's doing well. Lemongrass, some pineapples, a pigeon pea. This is probably my 10th attempt at pigeon pea. I have to keep them covered. The bunnies get it no matter what. So I think it's good with this new taller chicken wire setup that it will keep going. Another Barbados cherry because we fight over them. Mulberry propagation station. Ever-bearing mulberries propagating fantastically. Other varieties, not as much. Here's a tiny banana circle. We'll see. We might have to eventually move some. But we've got our compost pile here. We just kind of throw everything in there to try to feed those bananas. And the water runoff from the hill comes right down into the banana pit. Another moringa bush here, and here there's a little baby elderberry, cassava, pretty cassava, guava here, ice cream bean, another cranberry hibiscus, sad pineapple, and around the oaks we have our lemons and limes. Sorry, so this is our red lime, not quite ready yet. The outside will turn a shade of red, and some raspberries under the oak. We have some grapefruit hanging off this tree, and one lemon. Hello, one lemon. And then something's been eating the leaves on this guy. But I did pick up some finger limes today, so I'm very excited about my finger limes. So I don't know if they're going to get in our citrus circle around the oak also, or if there's another spot in the yard for that. I know I've missed some stuff, but just wanted to get you a feel of what we're kind of doing here in our zone, and challenge on trying to grow the annuals and vegetables. I'd really would like to try to grow some of that stuff. But the bugs are relentless, especially with the cucumbers, zucchini. I might just say forget zucchini, but I'm gonna keep trying. I mean, it's fun to watch them grow, and then I'll just definitely keep up with what grows really well. So I'm gonna do another video on, I just did a chicken wire fence in the middle of the backyard because of the bunnies. Like everything I put in, the bunnies get to. So this way it's an enclosed fenced area that hopefully no bunnies can enter. Knock on wood, we do not have any iguanas around here as of yet, so I don't have to at least battle them. It's just the bunnies and my friend the tortoise. So I'll do another video on what I did there, because it was just super easy, and not sure if that will work out either. Thanks for watching. Bye.